Uh, okay, cool. Um, Let me make sure I got what I need. All right. So, as always, any improv related questions, thoughts, input, insight?
Wow, Lucy
Re-
has one
Wow, Chrissy's
already.
ready
Wow.
with the question.
I am so prepared for today. No, because I if there's one thing I would like to practice today is changing orbits.
okay,
Yeah.
good. We can do that. Okay. Let's,
I've been waiting since last night to say that.
Well, Javi's asking what does that mean.
well,
So,
obviously, we'll go over it.
but Chrissy, it's always been your favorite thing. You've mentioned it a number of times.
It's true. It's something
The
that I
orbit.
feel that yeah, because I guess what one thing that I've always been struggling with is getting stuck into one conversation and talking about it for like the entire 2 to 3 minutes.
Hmm.
And if I want to be good at, handling a duo scene, then I should be able to shift the story one way or another and talk
Yeah,
about something else.
it's a little tougher online than in person to do a scene that isn't a conversation. When scenes start to become conversations, they stop being scenes, and it's just two people having a conversation. And I don't particularly want to sit in the theater watching two people having a conversation. I can, you know, go to a restaurant and do that. So, but online, it's a little harder to come up with other things to be doing, to to move around, to sit, to stand, to do some object work, that sort of thing. So it's hard to avoid turning a scene into a conversation, or purely a conversation. So you've got to add something and some things, and those things are emotions, and they're especially important when you're doing this stuff online, because the back and forth is only going to give you so much. We're not looking, at least I'm not looking for clever, not looking for hilarious. The only thing I look for in improv is in long form improv is a connection. So if you have two people who are clever, and one's being cleverer than the other, and this one has to be clever, this one has to be clever, but there's no connection between them, that's often worse than if there's no cleverness but a connection. Because that sort of cleverness, how do we have 9 people now? Okay, there we go.
Oh, Michael.
Right.
Like,
That sort of cleverness dies out quickly. It doesn't have a very long lasting thing, and if you start doing a scene using "I'm clever, you're clever, I'm clever, you're clever," and it doesn't work, in other words, it's just not going anywhere, then you've got to stop doing that, because that's not going to help. Trying to get out of a scene like that is like trying to dig yourself out of a hole with a shovel. That's the thing that got you in the hole in the first place. So you need to make sure you include emotional connection in your scenes. How do you do that? Well, there's the pre-packaged way of doing it, which is come in with an emotion. There's another way of doing it, which many of us know is a more organic way of doing it, which is to use scene dynamics and use other techniques that we learn here and we focus on to create emotions without trying to. They'll just happen, and when they do, that will create a dynamic between the characters, and things will happen. It's a sort of a backwards approach, but it's also a more sustainable approach. So yeah, any other? Yeah, so we will talk about orbits. Definitely, we'll get into that. But it's my term for it. I think other people have other ways of putting it, but that's my way of putting it. Anything else? What? Just speak. Yeah.
Shiny objects is also I want something that I want to practice again. We haven't talked about shiny objects in a while.
Wow.
And
We
I know that it's a good tool to be conscious about.
Yeah. Good. So, what is a shiny object in a scene? Anyone?
Something that make is different, and you know it's like a bump in a straight line.
Yes, it is. It's something that stands out a little bit. It's something like you say. It's like a blip in a straight line. It could be anything. It could be a word. It could be a gesture. It could be a mistake. It could be a name. It could be a phrase. It could be a relation. It could be and whatever it is, it's something that makes the other person or anybody else who might join the scene kind of say, that thing is turns out to be the volleyball that you're both playing with. And as we talk about, you only need one volleyball in a game. Throwing a second or third one in doesn't help anybody. So once you're playing with that volleyball, you both keep playing with it until it runs out, until you just can't anymore, and then introduce or find another one if you need to. But yes, I think one of the hardest parts of improv to learn or to teach is teaching people to find shiny objects in scenes, to have radar that can spot some little thing and think that is the piece of sand that's going to turn into a pearl inside this oyster. That's the one. The more you do it, the better your radar will be, and the more likely you'll see it. And if it's a really good one, a few of you will see it at the same time. It's the thing that when you grab a hold of it turns into the game in the scene, assuming that you do scenes that need game.
The difficulty I feel with most of is the transitions. I'm having a hard time to grasp of. Is it okay that we just go straight to another topic, just like a hard cut? Would that work, or is it we have to find a sweet spot to
Yeah, I was
transfer the
gonna ask that.
subject? I think
Well, I'm going to answer your question by saying I wasn't talking about that. Now we are. So you just did it. Why can't we do it in a scene?
okay, got it,
You
got
know,
it.
you know what I'm
So
saying? I mean, if it
yeah,
works, it
yeah.
works.
If it works in
If it
reality, yeah.
inspires you, if something inspires you to, the thing about scenes is that they're not about anything really, particularly when they start. You don't know what they're about. So if someone tells you, well, the thing that you're doing isn't going to help the scene get anywhere, well, the scene isn't going anywhere in particular. So how can what you do stop it from getting to its destination? There is no
Right,
destination.
right, right.
At least not for the first half of the scene. Eventually, you'll start to see, oh yeah, I think this is where we're going.
Right,
If you
right.
have that thought at the beginning of the scene, you're doomed.
I see.
But because how are you supposed to get there? How do I know what you see? How do you know what and who told you that you should have the idea for the whole scene? So you be in the moment and all that and do stuff randomly, and then it has an effect on you, and at some point you'll see where it's going. But you can do anything you want, really.
Mm.
The term that many of us use is grounded. We want to do grounded work, which means I know I repeat this stuff, but grounded. But I repeat it to my team at my theater because we need to be reminded of it. I have to remind myself just before walking out onto a stage. I remind myself of this. So the grounded work is simply work. When you do a grounded scene, it's if I'm doing a grounded scene, everything I say or do, I believe, or my character believes. It's real to my character. I'm not just saying something just to say something. I'm not just saying something because I thought of a clever thing. I'm not saying it to be funny. I'm not saying it because I'm trying to impress that person in the third row. I'm just whatever I say, my character believes. So if that's going to be what you do, then how can you go wrong? You know, how can anything that you say or do be the wrong thing if it's the thing that your character believes at that moment,
Right.
seriously and truly?
Right. Right.
So I wouldn't worry about that.
Okay.
So yes, things can be abrupt. Why not? You know,
Okay.
there's a thing here. Let me. I've got it here somewhere. I think it's this. No, that's not it. Yes, it's not the note you play that's the wrong note. It's the note you play afterwards that makes it right or wrong. So, it's not what you. If you and I are in a scene, it's not what you do that's wrong. It's how I treat it. It's how I respond to it. I can turn the thing that you did into a mistake, and everyone will wonder what's wrong with you. Or I can take the thing that you did and go with it, and everyone will wonder why we're so great. So it's up to the next person to make the thing work that just happened. There's no undo, so you've got to do things that way. Anything else?
We're excited to play.
Wow, that's a euphemism for shut the hell up. Okay. Um, yeah. Okay. I'm good. So, for the sake of those who haven't been around this much or at all, or I don't know, so I'll just go into a few basic things to explain what it is, what the philosophy is that kind of we're kind of doing, and feel free to shout it out. We talk about three things in a scene. What are they? Anyone? At the beginning of a
That,
scene?
that there should be a relationship among you two. You've known each other.
Well, that's true. That's true. That's true in all scenes, almost all scenes. You should always have known each other. It should rarely be, "Hello, sir. I'd like to buy this pair of shoes," because there's nothing at stake there, and it's boring. You need to know each other. So we need to
Grounded.
see scenes that start in the middle of whatever's been going on. But the three things that I talk about are randomness, chaos, and order.
Specificity. Oh,
Yeah, well, that too. But the idea that randomness is one thing and chaos is another. Randomness is random. It's the flip of a coin is random. There's no connection between it and anything else. 10 different coin flips have no connection to one another. They're random. You can't predict. You can't see patterns. So randomness is that. Chaos is there's a lot of information. There are connections, but there's so many connections that you can't quite figure it out. As I say, like the weather. The weather is chaotic, but predictable, sort of. And after it's happened, then you can say, oh, I see why it happened because of this chain of events. It was too complicated at the time, but now I see. So you start a scene in randomness. Why? Because you don't have a choice. How else are you going to start a scene? And you start doing things in a scene randomly. You put things in a scene randomly for no reason. You don't worry about reasons at the beginning of a scene. You can't have them. They don't help because you don't know where you're going. So, you know. So you just start doing things and you react. And at some point, there's enough stuff floating around now that there are some connections, but they're sort of vague, but there's stuff. And so maybe one of you sees some connections and you start making them, and then you both start making them. And then now that you've done that, you can sort of have some order in your scene. You can add order to your scene, usually about halfway through. And that's when you can see, oh, that's where we're going. I see. And then you get there. Maybe you get somewhere else. But wherever that is, It started off randomly, went through a chaotic period, and then goes into to order if you needed to. So thinking ahead or worrying ahead, gee, where is this scene going to go? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to say? How do I make this interesting? We don't care. We don't care what you say. Words don't make much of a difference in scenes. We can prove that, but I won't go into that right now. It's really about connections, and we do it. There are ways to do it, and I'll have a few people quickly do these things, and then we'll get on to orbits. But there's no point in talking about orbits unless you can at least achieve the first one. So one of the many ways that we can create things randomly is by using scene dynamics. In other words, louder or softer, talking louder or softer for no reason. On stage, moving farther apart, close together, moving away from each other, turning your back on somebody, walking away, walking towards them. That. Talking quickly, one after the other, or leaving a big gap between one person talks and the other, or over talking. These are perfectly fine in improv. Over talking is fine. Anyone who tells you that it's not, welcome to the 1970s, but it's not that anymore. So all those things, if you do, and there's more, all those things, if you do them, create emotions within you. They can't help but create emotions. If someone's standing on the stage talking to you and suddenly walks away to the other side of the stage, even though it's a character, you still feel a thing. And that makes you do a thing, which makes things happen. And if they start yelling and you talk softly for no reason, it creates the reason. You do things for no reason, knowing that when you do them, a reason will come. When enough reasons pile up, then you've got yourself halfway through a scene. Now you can start using them to control the rest. So what I'd like to see, I'll pair you guys up. What I'd like to see is start by using scene dynamics. I'll put just the first few. Loud, soft, overtalk, gaps, whatever. Just focus only on those things. Don't focus on anything else. And we'll just do 3 like that, and then just so we can all see it. And then we'll move on to the orbits thing that you asked about. Is that all right? We good?
Yeah.
I hope. Good. It has to be. So let me just grab some folks who have done that thing, and we'll quickly do it. I'll give you 2 minutes, and just use the dynamics. Forget about everything else. Forget about your ideas. This is not about ideas. Stand-up comedy is about ideas. This is not about it. This is about connecting. Period. And that's the only thing that can make online improv good, in my opinion. So let's just start going. I've got Lilith and Joy next to each other there, so we'll start with that, okay? I'll pull everybody else into the green room, and I'll dump me into the green room. Would you like me to put up a little banner or something to remind you to...
Sure.
Or I don't have to. I don't think you need it.
You can if you think we need it.
If I think you need it, but I doubt
Yes,
it.
thank you.
I doubt you will.
Oh,
So let me get rid of your names, get rid of me, and go. Let's see what happens.
where?
Hmm?
Where?
Where? Hmm.
You're pulling my leg.
No, I'm not.
Hmm?
Hmm.
Happy Halloween.
Halloween. Right.
Ah, you're at it again.
Oh.
You suck blood.
I'm sorry.
Trick or treat.
I said I'm sorry.
For what?
You have an amnesia?
No.
I almost killed you.
You killed me. You didn't. You
Oh
killed
my
my
God, you
heart.
forgot. You forgot?
I'm not forgetful. I am young.
I said I'm sorry
For what?
for almost killing you.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Come on. I'm
My
sorry.
neighbors hear me.
Lower your pride. I'm
Right?
sorry. I'm sorry. Dubby dub dub. I'm sorry.
Rabbi dub dub. Gosh, who gets this cheesy talk? Rabbi dub 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 dub. My face.
I'm
Yeah, I don't
sorry.
know what you're sorry about. You just what do you do? Rub dub dub.
I almost killed you
You
because
want
you,
me? You never change me. What's this rub
I
dub
almost
dub thing?
killed
Where
you.
did
I
you get
told
that?
you.
Where did you get that rub dub dub thing? Are you seeing someone else?
No,
You are. You are. You never saw. See, you never speak that
it's
way.
my new call to you because I know that I have a heart of a stone and I'm trying to work this relationship we have here. I don't want
What
to
kind of
lose you.
relationship is that?
I don't want to lose you. I'm sorry.
I
I
don't
know
know how
I've
to.
been a hard in the
I don't
ass,
know. I
but
don't know how. I don't know how to do rub dub dub.
you just,
Show me. Show me how to do rub dub dub.
okay, you should have a humble heart, a heart that beats like a drum. Dum,
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 dum, dum,
dum,
dum, dum.
dum. I like that.
I like that.
Then you connect with me like your wife.
Oh,
We treat each other like mistress.
sure. Can you cook me some stew?
Of course. What else? My king.
And after we eat, we're gonna rub dub dub.
Dub, dub, dub. Dub, dub, dub.
Okay. Thank you. I'm going to stop this now before it gets pornographic. Okay. Okay. Um, great. Any quick thoughts?
Uh, wha- it was very dynamic. But you can do that in any order, right? You can just switch around any dynamic you want.
Yeah,
There's really no rules.
I'm not telling them to do stuff because they're doing something. I'm randomly just saying, do this now, do that now, do this now. What you
Okay.
do should be doing in scenes when you don't have an idiot like me putting up those words is doing it yourself. You should you can start before you start a scene. You should kind of program yourself with, here's what I'm going to do. Not here's what I'm going to say, or here's what the scene's going to be about, but I'm going to remember to do loud, soft dynamics. I'm going to remember to do quick talk, slow talk, over talk dynamics. I'm going to do it for no reason to do it.
Right.
And then that's going to create something. I think
Right.
the first person who ever rubbed two sticks together to create fire probably wasn't trying to create fire. How could
Right.
they have known?
Right. Right.
They were probably saying, "Oh, look, what are you doing that for?" I don't know, but oh shit! So that's kind of what you should be doing in a scene.
Right.
Figure out something, and something will come of it if you do it enough times.
Right.
Rather than starting scenes the way a lot of people do, which is, okay, what is this about? What do I say next? Who needs that?
Right.
Okay, let me get 2 up. Okay. Okay, you guys. And same deal. Try to throw dynamics in there. Don't try, do. Throw dynamics in there when as much as you can. Forget about what you're saying. It's not that important. It will become, but it's not now. Okay? So, ready? Go.
You're such a suck up. You know, we will. Do you think we'll get an A for sucking up to the teacher?
It worked before.
Do you think it will work now? We're already in college.
There's nothing I find that there's nothing I can talk somebody into.
And that relates to this topic
Yeah, like I
because
never accept my grade if it's less than an A.
you
I
see,
did just devise a way to talk my teacher into taking it a notch higher, you know?
yeah, I know. You see, I think this is where your manipulative behavior is coming in. It's we already talked
Wait,
about
wait,
this,
wait, 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 wait,
remember?
wait, wait.
Yes,
Watch your words.
sure, but you know, remember in
No
therapy,
judgment. Remember, that was our deal.
true, but you have to use tools to stop yourself from
I'm
controlling
not
the.
manipulating. That's different from
I'm sorry.
persuasion.
You're
Excuse
right. You're
me.
right. You're right. It wasn't manipulation. It was controlling.
Ah, same thing.
No, they're different words.
Look who's talking. Remember the mirror thing? Mhm.
Yes, I know the mirror thing. What about the mirror thing? And we already said we will not talk about that. You promised to Dad's
What
grave.
you what you see in others is a reflection of.
Me. Me.
You have to stop comparing. I mean, I know we're best friends and all, but we don't have to achieve the same things.
But that's what we have been doing since grade one.
Well, it's one thing to match our outfits, but
Yeah, you
what
know,
what we're like 20 years old now. You have to you have to just accept that I'm smarter than you.
no, I don't think you are. I honestly don't. I think you're really good at sucking up to people, and that's your skill. That's a strength.
Ah!
That's a strength. And you know, I think that's quite different. You know, sucking and excelling are two different things.
Well, you suck.
Oh, no. I don't think so.
Ah!
Ah,
What about you?
what
What
about the
about you
other one? What about
manipulating
the
your
other time when
boyfriend?
you?
What
I
about
was
you?
gonna talk
That's
about
the
my
same thing.
boyfriend.
It's just a
I
different
was just talking
area
about.
of
I was just gonna
life.
talk about the time when you talk to
What
when you
about
talk to
you
when you
talking
talk
your
to.
ex into taking you back? Ah, why is Pedro back with you? Tell me that.
Because he has money.
See, see, and what did you do to convince him to take you back?
I my wit,
Ha,
my
you're
wit,
with.
my wit.
Okay, call it
Okay,
with.
okay.
I
We'll
call
call it
it
definitely with
sucking
the.
up to him. Same thing.
So technically, we're really the same.
Scene. Okay.
Maybe we're
Scene. Here. Okay. We're good. Okay. Great. Thoughts quickly. Anyone? Hang on. Let me Let me get everyone back in. Takes a minute. Any thoughts?
When they overlap, when they do an argument, that's okay, right? That's perfectly fine. That when you overtalk, you get into like overlapping dialogues and arguments.
It's more than okay. It's something you should do in long form.
Okay, all right. Just like to
This
know.
is not as I say, this is not a TED talk.
Right.
We're not giving information to an audience. What we're saying is the least important part of our improv. It's the sprinkles on the cake. It's not the substance. And the when two people are over talking like that, sometimes it's arguing, sometimes it's in happiness, sometimes it's whatever it is. The simple fact that they're doing that gives us information about them, which is better than any information that we might be missing by not hearing exactly what they're saying, but we hear it. Yes, they often tell you not to overtalk. That's just nonsense. It's maybe in short form it's okay to not do that. I don't know, because there are games involved and it's hard to separate it out. But in scenic work, no, it's perfectly fine.
Did it become a conversation, Tom?
Yes.
Yes. I felt
It's
that.
I know. It's very hard, as I said, online to stop that from happening. It's hard to do scenes instead of conversations. I get that, really. But because it's a conversation instead of a scene, you've got to start dredging up facts. Remember in third grade you did this, and remember when you borrowed my sweater and all that stuff, because you're trying to move this conversation somewhere. So it's harder online. I freely admit it. So let me jump in there with Michael. Let me jump in there with you real quick. And we'll do the same deal. Let me see. Pushing buttons today. Okay, ready?
Yes.
Good. Go ahead.
Congratulations.
I know you mean it. I know you mean it. I can tell you mean it. There are so many reasons why you shouldn't mean it, but I can see that you do. That's big of you.
It's different this time.
No,
It's different.
no, I mean
It's,
yeah. Well, sure.
we in the past we worked together, but this
Yeah.
time you did it yourself.
I did well. Yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
proud.
yeah. I know,
proud of
and I
myself.
know. Yeah. What's that?
I'm proud of myself.
You're proud of yourself. Well,
Yes.
that's new.
I'm happy. I'm proud. I'm happy for you, and I'm proud of myself.
Well, why
I
would you be? Why would you be proud of yourself? Not that I'm trying to stop you from being proud of yourself, but why? Why? What is there to be proud of?
Because I was there, Junjun. I was
You were
there.
You were.
And you made
there.
it. You made it because of me.
Because you were there. Because you were there. Because you were there.
Yeah.
You made it because I made it. No, who made it? I made it because you were there. You were a
You became-
spectator. A spectator. You were the crowd. And so you're taking credit for this because you were there.
So it's all about you now.
No. It's
You
all
wanna-
about you. It's you. It's you. Congratulations. I made it. So congratulations
Thank
to you.
Thank you so
To
much.
you.
Thank you.
To you.
Thank you.
To you.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm proud of your gratitude. I am proud.
Are you?
The
Are
gratitude is
you?
overwhelming. It's overwhelming.
It's over.
Yeah.
I don't know about the whelming, but it's over. I'm not grateful. I was being sarcastic. You don't even know when someone's being sarcastic.
How
wasn't.
Dare you?
What?
How
What?
dare you?
Me?
You owe me.
I owe you.
You owe me.
I don't owe you shit.
You owe me shit.
If this is how you congratulate people, how do you treat people who didn't win?
If this is how you show gratitude,
You're right. You're right. I'm sorry, Peter. No, I truly am. That's not.
really, Junjun.
No, I am. I look. I've become such a monster. I've become a monster.
You are beyond the monster. You are beyond.
I know.
You are beyond. You are beyond saving.
I'm gonna be. You can have my employee of the month parking space for the whole month. You can have it. Okay. I don't need it. You're right. Just to show you how much I'm sorry for acting this way.
You really mean it?
I do.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Fine. So, dinner tonight? Dinner tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Besides, I'll probably win Employee of the Month next month again. Anyway, so
Yeah. I'd like to see you try.
yeah.
I'm
Oh,
looking
you'll
forward
see me
to it.
try. You'll see me try. You'll
I
see
am-
me
I am-
try.
I am
You
looking for-
bastard!
I am excited.
Good dynamics. That was a scene. That was a scene.
That was a scene. We're taking notes. Everything that's happening, we're taking notes in the chat.
That's a scene.
Well, I think so. Right. So, since we're talking about orbits, we changed them a couple times there. So we can jump right into orbits. And I realize it's a lot of theoretical stuff, but when you get into a place in your scene where you're comfortable, where everything is going well, like you got it, okay, all right, here we go. We're in this orbit now. The minute you begin to sense that you're comfortable, that everything is going perfectly, that's when someone needs to screw it up. That's when someone needs to bump up, to put on the jets and bump up that orbit just a little bit to change it. Make things a little bit uncomfortable. Don't really screw up the scene, but just think, okay, this is what we're doing. Got this. That's got to lead to this. Slightly different. And when that gets to be predictable, then somebody's got to bump it into a different orbit. Someone needs to keep making it less comfortable. The only people who should be comfortable at an improv show are the people in the seats watching. We should be uncomfortable. We should always be like hockey players waiting to jump on the ice in the middle of the play. We should always be ready. So try to figure out ways, and if you want, I'll just give you a little notice, while in your scene. Try to figure out ways to just bump the orbit up a little bit. It can be minor, but it's just something that, okay, this is what we've been doing. Let's stop doing it. Let's not keep doing this. That's another dynamic. Anyone not get what I'm saying? I can't hear you.
I
Yeah,
Unmuted
totally,
myself.
totally
Okay.
understand.
I found that when I did a scene with Chrissy, and the instruction was to focus on scene dynamics, the loud and soft, the fast and slow. It made it more difficult for me to make it into a scene, because
No, it made it more difficult for you to make it make sense.
right, like, or some,
And
yeah,
that's not your job. Making sense is not your job in a scene. That's not your job. Your job is to make a scene, is to connect with another human being and react to them in a human way. And Sometimes that means saying something. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it means saying "oh" or "what" or "huh." It's not. I my line. Now it's your line. Now it's my line. Now it's your line. It's not that. So if you're thinking of a scene like a scene in a sketch or a scene in a play, I'm talking about, hey, Joe and his girlfriend went to the mall yesterday and they made a scene. I'm talking about making a scene, like not a conversation. I think Michael and I just made a scene.
Yeah.
I had, neither did Michael, I'm sure, have any clue as to what was going to happen 2 seconds ahead of what we were doing. Totally here, now. No reasoning, no thinking about it, just total reacting. And eventually, when it got to a particular point, and we'd done it enough, we could see where we were and we could start manipulating things a little bit. But a conversation is what it often becomes online. It's a shame, but it is. So, if that dynamic stuff makes it difficult for you, good. That means it's breaking up a bad habit. It's like, gee, that lock on my refrigerator is stopping me from opening it up and eating all the Haagen-Dazs. Yeah, that's why it's there. We want you to stop doing the thing that you're doing and do this instead. I don't teach people to do stuff. I teach people to stop doing shit. I teach people what to throw away, not stuff that they need to take on. So throw away the need to know why you're saying what you're saying until you do know. Until that point in the scene where it's there and like, yeah, okay, all right. But this was an argument. I mean, Michael and I were having an argument too, but we were kind of sarcastic and kind of on the same side, but are we not? But still, it was reacting. So just react, if you're thinking about scene dynamics, if you're thinking about repetition, if you're thinking about specificity, if you're thinking about these things, it's going to stop your brain from thinking about all the stupid shit that you put in scenes, not you particularly, all the stupid shit that we put in scenes. It's to take the place of all that. Do this, and if you do this, you won't do that. Because you'll be too busy thinking about this. Do you get what I'm saying?
I think so.
Okay. Well, it's just what I'm not a golfer. I've said this before. A long time ago, I was at a driving range hitting some balls, and some guy came over to me and said, "Do you mind if I give you one piece of advice?" And I said, "Why not? Sure." And he put another golf ball down next to my golf ball on the tee, and he told me to do some Zen thing. He said, "I want you to stretch out and try to hit the farther golf ball while trying to put your left hand into your left pocket." And I said, "Well, that's impossible." He says, "Well, do it." And of course I did it. It is impossible, but the damn ball went straight down the fairway because he stopped me from thinking about the shit that I was doing. And he gave me this puzzle that was impossible, and it got my stupid brain out of the damn way. It's so applicable in improv. Just get out of your way. Stop thinking, until it's time. You'll know. Okay, so let's talk about orbits. Let's do orbits. Chrissy, do you want to do that with someone? Okay. I'm going to have you do it since you're the one who asked for it. Let's see. Javi, are you ready? You want to jump in?
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. Good. Unmute and we'll get you going. I will get out of the way. It's not okay. Good. I'd say about a 3-minute scene. Try and react. And Chrissy, if think about, hey, are we comfortable? Have we been driving in the right-hand lane long enough? Maybe it's time to move to the center lane. You know. Got it. Okay. Doesn't have to be a big move, but just so you know, you made it. I'll take the names away, and I'll get out of your way. Here's one more thing. I'm going to give you. This is so helpful to everybody I've ever told it to. See if you can do a scene where you're both on the same side, where it's not an argument. You'll have disagreements, but you're still on the same side in general in life. Okay, you're not enemies. Okay, go for it.
Latifa, I've grown tired of bark. It's too much for me.
Of bark, like
Bark.
a dog.
Yes, silly the dog. No, I'm talking about the tree.
Oh, right. You you do love trees.
I do love trees. But since we are on the topic of bark, your dog Whiskey is oh my gosh, I want to adopt Whiskey.
You wanna adopt him, as in like you want us both to move in with you?
I think it's time.
Oh my god! Like, do you think your mom will be okay with it?
She doesn't know.
But she lives there.
We're gonna occupy the basement, and she'll
And
never know you're there.
how sweet! I think it's the most romantic thing I've ever heard.
It's like, yeah. I'm so happy you feel that way. Yeah, Romeo and Juliet in reverse.
Or in reverse,
And yeah,
because I'm in the bottom of your house where your mother can't see me. I think that's very manly of you, right?
I think so. I
Yeah,
think
like
it's
you stepping up for our love.
yeah. I will. I will step. I'll do anything for your love. In fact,
Or more like step down, literally.
um,
Can you join me in the basement?
of course, only between 10 p.m. and midnight, because the rest of the day I have to pretend to my mom that things are normal. She doesn't know.
Oh, all right, that works, because you know what, I think I also need a schedule for like the 8 to 5, because you remember Jake, right?
Yeah, Jake from accounting. Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah. You played basketball, right? So I was thinking maybe I could also sneak him in there at 8 o'clock to 5, and then by the time you come in, you switch. I'll be ready. I won't be tired.
Ooh,
Loving two boyfriends.
I like it when you say that, because after a long day of work, the three of us can do like group aerobics, if you know what I'm talking about.
No, I really don't, and I kind of with two men, and you, honey, aerobics isn't your thing, right? Your thing has always been um trees.
Yeah. Like this tree really reminds me of us, because like the bark is fraying, it's getting brittle, it's like coming off.
Stop it with the trees already! I'm so sick of the trees. I'm so sick of hearing trees.
See, this is why I'm proposing this change, because
Yeah, yes, a million times yes. I will marry you. I will marry you. When will we get married? Oh, I've always wanted to get married in a barn.
Yeah.
Right?
Scene. I've always wanted to get married in a barn. There you go.
I always drink my calamansi juice when it's Chris said yes.
Propose.
Yeah, that you shooked me with that line.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
So
shooked it.
each time you did keep upping the orbit. You know, when you mentioned is first of all when you mentioned about your mom and all that, and then his mom, and then is it okay if my other boyfriend moves in with us, and then is it, and then propose? Are we? Yes, let's get married. So each time you did kind of change it a little bit, which is good, and getting angry at him for referring to trees so often and screaming at him was a good dynamic shift too.
I like the way Chrissy can intensify a change orbit which sees.
Hmm. Yeah.
I think what helped was the whole don't make a conversation make a scene.
Yeah.
I think that helps. So when I felt that it was I was making it a conversation, then maybe it's time to shout.
Another thing that you can do, not you, but anybody can do when a scene, you start feeling that it's a conversation. First of all, stop talking. You can do that. Secondly, I love in scenes when the the lines are very short, no commas, 2 3 words. You know, that changes it from a conversation. You know, instead of saying, "Oh, really?" Because your mother said I could have the car, but you didn't bring the car, and I was wondering why. How about just saying, "Oh, really?" That's all you need. You don't need all that explanation. That's when it turns into a conversation. It's ping pong. Just hit the ball back. You don't have to catch the ball and do something fancy with it. You know, it's ping pong. So short little ping pong statements will help. Yes. Okay.
It's nice. Nice
Uh,
tip.
yeah, it's just they're practical things you can do when you sense yourself having this conversation thing. Just shorten it. Don't even say words. Just say yeah, sure. That'll kill a conversation in real life and in improv. Do it. Kill conversations until you need one. In a scene, maybe there's a part of the scene where it's important to have a conversation. That's part of the scene. Great. But don't make it the scene. Nice job. Okay. Who's up? Let's see. LC. We got a. Okay. Yeah, I see. Oh, no. No, that's wrong. I'm not pushing buttons very well today. All right. And just be aware of where you are. Do some of the things I mentioned. Keep it short. Keep it away from ideas if you possibly can. You're not the writer here. You're a puppet. You're also the puppeteer. But keep it short. And when you find that you've sunk into a pattern, just throw something in to change it just a little bit. Okay, I'll get out of your way. I think I will. Wait.
Just type the code in and just type the code in and so you can just put can I get check please, check please, I'm done, I'm out of here. Okay, I think you need to get paracetamol, maybe Neozep, maybe some really good. Okay, you know what? Maybe ice cream can help also. Sometimes ice cream is a good balance of. Yeah, okay, uh, why am I catching your? Why am I catching your cold? That's weird. That's it.
What's that?
So, yeah, so just put the code back in the file, and you can just put it back. The- why don't you just just
I hate you.
are you with some okay, okay, are you with someone? Are you with someone right now? Are you like having sex as we speak? I think you are. Maybe your dog. It's okay. Bestiality, sir. I think it's becoming more common nowadays. I think people are becoming more, uh, uh, everybody gets like these new things, that kinks in life, that I think it's okay. And but it's okay. If not bestiality, maybe you can do it some with inanimate objects. That's something that people do also. Yeah, but you should get yourself checked. Not just physically, maybe also mentally. It's also a good thing that you get something. You're I okay. I do recognize that tongue, from somewhere. Oh, I don't I don't I don't I don't I don't understand Klingon. I don't understand. Okay, okay. You can move to Indonesia. I hear it's a great place to start a new life.
I
Indonesia is
hate
an
you. I hate 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 you. I hate
okay. You can
him. I hate
okay.
him. I
Uh,
hate him. I
keep
hate
calm.
him.
Keep calm. You don't have to shout. Okay. You can. I hear that Indonesia is nice. You can go to Bali, Indonesia. So you go to Indonesia, Bali in Indonesia, Bali, Indonesia, kapupunta. Just head there, and it's a nice place, or not. Or not. Uh, yeah. Yeah.
Gusto mo ba ako pumunta ng Bali? Kung gusto mo ako pumunta ng Bali, bibili na ako ng ticket ngayon.
Ba,
Lalayuan na kita. Bali pala ha. Bali pala ha.
Balisan?
Bali.
Balisan ka pupunta sa Balisan ka, where you're going? Balisaan?
Balisan. Balisan
Balisan?
Beach.
Sa beach.
Balisan.
So you're going
Balisan.
to the beach. Bali sa beach. So Bali pupunta kang beach. You're gonna bring your dogs, your bestiality companions with you. It's nice. I
I
think it's a
wanna
good.
bring you.
Bring me. I'm paraplegic. I mean, I can't even move. I'm stuck in the hospital, so you can't really.
You.
Okay, okay, a paraplegic. Um,
So I didn't know what was happening, like all of the time. So
yeah,
Me
I
too.
know.
Most of the time.
galing ni Andy. Andy,
We didn't either.
Andy has been just throwing me curveballs right here and there. I was like, okay, where am I gonna catch these balls?
Yeah, it's very hard to do that.
Yeah,
Not impossible. It's hard to do a scene with someone who isn't saying anything,
right,
and
right, right.
who no matter what you say, it's not affecting them, but eventually it does affect them. So that's, as long as it eventually gets to the point where something does affect them, then you're fine. If nothing you say changes anything, then you may as well leave the scene.
Right, right, right.
So be mindful of that. Like if you're doing a scene with someone and you're not letting them affect you, and you say the same thing that you were going to say no matter what they say,
Right, right.
they have no reason to be there. They may as well leave. That's what I would do. I'd leave. I'd come back, but I would disengage. If I were, in a real life setting, I would turn and walk away, and see what happened, because that would force this other person to either engage with me or keep doing what they were doing, and I would stay disengaged. and it's interesting to watch. So, but yes, eventually, it wasn't just the sneezing, so that was cool.
But that was a good device, I think.
Yeah,
Is
I
it okay
mean,
to use these devices like sneezing or
yeah, it
coughing or?
forced you to do a lot of work, but it wasn't work. It was you were just kind of tap dancing there, you know, which is cool. You were uncomfortable, and we could see it, which is actually kind of fun. So that's fine. Fine, cool. We got Joe. Let's see. Joe Michael. Yeah, Michael. You've only done a scene with me so far. So, and did I miss anybody? I don't think so. I have an odd number. So, okay. Unmute yourselves, and I'll get out of your way. See if you can figure out when you're in a rut, a nice rut, but a rut, and see if you can bounce yourself up out of it into something slightly different.
Emil,
Yeah.
Emil,
So, yeah,
Emil, I'm pregnant.
I know. I saw the pregnancy test in the trash can yesterday. I know.
But you're not happy.
I am. Congrats
Look,
to us, right?
Emil, I thought you wanted kids.
I do. Yeah, I do. Just not now. But I'm happy for you.
Not now. Not now,
Yeah,
but you're happy.
I am. I am. So, hey, you wanna go to the mall and celebrate and shit, or what? Like,
Go go to the mall? Ke- How about I want to celebrate, but
yeah, that's what we're gonna
this
do. No, you know what? Yeah, babe, let's celebrate. No, let's celebrate. Let's celebrate. Yeah, yeah. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? What?
Emil, we did this. Wow. So I'm on my own now. I,
What was it?
this is very responsible of you, Emil.
No, I am trying to be happy. What was the
You're
fucking
trying
reason
to
for me
be
getting a
happy.
vasectomy?
You're
I got
trying
a
to be
vasectomy for a
Oh my
reason. What?
God.
Ah, fuck you.
You're trying to be happy.
Dude, what? What?
I thought
Wait, what? You think I want
you
to have kids? I got a vasectomy for a reason. We talked about this. Yeah, we had. That was a mistake. Having sex without a condom before 3 months. That's what the doctor said. After a vasectomy, wait after 3 months. But for some reason, 2 months ago, you wanted to be kinky.
vasectomy?
What?
So it's my fault.
Let's celebrate. No, no, no. Let's celebrate. You know what? You know what? You're right.
Celebrate
I'm
my
being an
fault.
asshole. No, 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 no,
Yes, you
no.
are.
But if you want
Yes,
to,
you are.
go ahead.
Finally, you
what?
admit it.
I admit it. I'm not admitting anything, baby. Come on. I just said we're gonna celebrate. You wanna celebrate? Let's fucking celebrate. I'm happy. You're happy. I'm happy. Right?
You think I'm happy?
Yeah.
Scene. Very nice. All right. Um, so I'm going to ask you. Okay, Chrissy, since you're the one who brought it up, I'm going to ask you, what was a? Can you say a moment when an orbit changed? Because I can.
Vasectomy.
Yes. Yes. There was one before that, though. But yes.
Oh, there's one before that.
Yeah. It made. I was looking at everybody. I can see you all, and it made everybody kind of laugh, and it even made the two people in the scene go, "What? Do you know anyone?"
Michael is pregnant.
Right. Okay. That set up an orbit, and something kind of changed it a tiny bit.
Was it when Joe said he was happy in the most indifferent way?
Yes, but he put it. He suggested something that was so like, what the hell? Let's go celebrate.
Right,
Let's go
to
to
the
the
mall.
mall.
Oh yeah.
At, at that moment, Michael went like that. Everybody watching went like that. Like, what? It's one of those great moments in comedy when we know that the thing you're saying is the exact opposite of what you really mean. So it's like, who that's really happy wants to take their wife or girlfriend or whatever to celebrate at the mall. It's obviously not that big a deal to him. He's not that into it. So that bumped up at the orbit, and then the vasectomy bumped up the orbit as well, and then him admitting that it was his fault. Let's celebrate the fact that her admitting that it was her fault. Let's celebrate the fact that it's my fault. It's just, there's a lot of changes of minor changes of orbit. It didn't change the scene really, but it just kept making us more interested. So that's cool. Any other thoughts about that?
This is the most adult version session we ever.
Yeah, I'm not used to that in improv. There's also a lot of silence. There was also a lot of the two of them just staring at each other or staring and not responding right away. So that also made it not feel like a conversation. It was very nice. So let's do some quickies. Let's go around the horn and do some quickies. I'll just start. I'll start on the
Adult
bottom.
edition.
In the tradition of
In the
Parental
tradition,
guidance.
yes, the tradition that we invented for no reason.
I think we owe it to our new participants.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna dump you. You're being dumped one by one, and we'll do this really quick. Dump. I just went. Oh, you're the one guy I didn't want to do it with because I already did it with you. So, how many times have you heard that? Here we go. Let's start there. Ready? Let's go. Oh, wait. Good. You forgot.
What did I forget? What did I forget?
Nothing.
No,
No, it's nothing.
don't tell me. No, it's not.
Why? No, really, it's nothing. It's not even worth mentioning it. So I don't know why I
But you
did.
mentioned it, so it's definitely
I know I did.
important.
It's stupid. So stupid. Why did I bring
Why
it
did
up?
you calling it stupid? That's what
No,
you always say to something
I'm
always
so
important.
stupid. It's. Why did I?
What is it?
I started a whole thing over nothing. This is me again. It's just stupid
See,
me.
when you say, I've read the books, honey. When wives say it's nothing, it always means something. What
Really?
is it? Yeah.
So every time that you've said it's nothing, it meant something. Why didn't you
Yeah.
just say it's something? Wouldn't it be
Well,
easier if you just say it's something?
well, sometimes you kind of have to let the other person figure it out. Just like the
Why?
sentence that you did.
Why?
Because that's how you show you care. If you
Did you ever
know
see the movie Apollo 13? Did you ever see the movie Apollo 13? Hey
yes,
guys,
I do.
hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, you've got too much CO2. We've worked on it down here, but we're going to let you guys figure it out.
I'm sure they did.
You're
Because they
trying to
cared about the
suffocate
planet.
me with CO2 in our relationship. That's what it is.
No, baby. I'm telling you how to care for your wife.
Huh?
Okay?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's how you care for your wife. You know
Okay.
exactly what I
Okay.
mean. And I don't have to tell you. The moment I tell you, it doesn't mean anything anymore.
It doesn't. It doesn't. We're just going to splash down in the Pacific Ocean somewhere or the Atlantic, wherever the hell they splash down, and we're just going to that's it.
This is
We
about
didn't make it to the moon.
I think this is all. I think this is about the steak that I cooked the other night.
Yes, it is.
I
It
knew
is.
it.
You call that cooked? It wasn't cooked, it was tortured.
It was medium.
Medium? I asked for it to be extra medium.
Then that would be rare, my dear.
If it was well done, that would be rare. And scene. Okay, who's up? Javi, I'll go with you. Ready?
Good.
Go.
Jesus Christ, Mark.
What? 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 What?
Fucking my car, man. I lend it to you for one day. Next thing you know, you drive it through the mud. It's a compact car.
It's just mud. It comes off with water.
You dense, man. I worked my ass off at the strip club to buy this thing. You don't even have a job.
I caught your act at the strip club, by the way. I was there Thursday. Yeah, you didn't see me. I was in the back. You really got something there. You're pretty. I had no idea. I mean, I knew you did it, but I didn't know. You know.
Dude, not even mom would watch that show. Yeah, I really appreciate it.
I think it was how you flip that coin.
Yeah.
I
with
can't
my-
even describe it. I can't
with
even
my-
describe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With my right ass cheek.
Yeah.
Just like a little bit of this. Yeah, do it. You go in there. Go in there with me. I mean, look, I'm sorry about yelling.
That's all right. No, man, you're absolutely right. Anyone who could do that with a coin and his ass, I should take better care of the car.
Look, we're like a pole, you know. We gotta hang in there.
We're like a what? A pole?
We're like a pole.
Like a pole? Like a? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That.
We're like the pole.
Someone said that you folks you name the pole.
It is. Mine is Mark. I'm sorry. Sorry, bro. I mean, like.
That's. Wow.
Yeah.
It's Mark.
This is strange, but
It is.
just want to hop in the car. Let's go for a drive.
Let's hop in the car. Let's get it nice and muddy.
Ride of your life.
Yeah. And scene. Wow. Whew. Okay.
Full moon.
Yeah, man.
Nakakabuang.
Hmm.
That's why you have more hair.
Hmm?
That's why you have more hair.
Because of the moon.
Yeah.
Because of the moon.
Yeah.
Because of like werewolf stuff.
Or lunatics.
I think werewolves are lunatics. I mean, if you're a werewolf, I think being a lunatic is probably the least of your problems. So, what are you saying? I mean,
There's an
isn't it
eclipse.
like just like that?
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Son of a, wow. They used to take a lot longer. What is going on? It's global warming. That's what it is.
End of the world.
Yeah. About time.
I should say I'm sorry.
We should say we're sorry to everybody. We should start calling people up and saying we're sorry before like all the phone lines get too busy.
Can I say sorry to 911 too?
I think you'd have to.
Will you say sorry to the White House hotline?
That's where I draw the line. I'm
cannot
still
do.
sitting here, like I told you, waiting for that phone call from the White House with an apology for the last 4 years.
They should apologize to us.
Yes, apologize.
Right? After the eclipse.
Talk about a full moon.
Crazy.
Lunatics. Go ahead, be that way. Go ahead. It's fine. No, act out. Act out. Just get it all out. Get it all out. Because we know I'm right.
I need sex! You're my husband!
Okay. Let's take this down a notch. Okay? Let's explore
I
this.
need intimacy. You're busy working. We need connection, love, my dear amor.
I need Netflix.
If you're not going to do it with me, I'll file a divorce. One. Two.
Everybody we know watches Squid Game, and I can't because you won't let us have Netflix. Go ahead, file. I am the one who has grounds for divorce.
Okay. You man up.
Whoa. Wow.
We'll do a Squid Game treasure hunting now.
Okay.
Okay? You meet my needs, or else
Are you ready?
you will
Are you ready?
sleep
Are you
outside
ready?
the
Are you
house.
ready? Are you ready now? Let's do this.
I'm ready.
Here we go.
Okay.
Red light, green light. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is going to be good. Scene. Ready? Go ahead.
Go ahead, where? Where are we going? You're always giving me like non-directional places. I don't know if it's even a real place or if it's some imaginary place.
Just make a left, Steve. Just make a left. Do I have to explain why you have to make a left? Can't you just make a left?
Left.
Can you
left
just
where?
go left? Can you just make a left? Can you
Left
just
where?
make a left? Don't make a right.
Left
Don't go
where? We're in
straight.
a cell.
Don't go
Do you
backwards.
understand? We're in a cell. We can't go anywhere. You're in a cell. We're locked in a cell.
I mean
Move.
mentally.
You're delirious. You're delirious.
Mentally make a left.
Mentally, what they're talking.
How are we going to memorize the escape route if you don't know left from right?
How about the other left? Huh? How about the other left? You never thought about the other left.
Okay. Okay, I know two
Everything's
wrongs
about
don't make a
left.
right, but three lefts do. So we'll do that.
We
Okay?
are left. We are kind of leftist, aren't we? That's okay. I know. I'm not.
We're
I'm
never
not
going to
out
get
of
out
it.
of We're never getting out of here. We're never getting out of here.
Get out of where?
The cell! The cell! This!
Like the basic building blocks of every living being.
No, not that kind of cell. What? It's like being locked up with Carl Sagan.
Hey, you know, I met him once a long
Did
time
you?
ago.
You met Carl
Yeah.
Sagan?
I met Carl Sagan. Yeah.
Wow.
You know what he said to me?
But I bet he said billions and billions. Billions. He probably said
He didn't
billions.
say anything. He didn't say anything at all.
Oh.
Yeah.
He probably wanted to say billions. He said billions a lot.
That's not his name. You know, his name's not Carl Sagan.
So then how did you meet Carl Sagan if it wasn't Carl Sagan?
Well, he said he was Carl Sagan and he changed his name. I don't believe him, or I do. It doesn't really matter. Does it really matter? Does anything matter?
No, just make a left. Just make a goddamn left.
You mean the other
Done.
left?
Yeah, the other left. Go.
Stop watching that.
What? Stop watching what?
I saw you.
What? What was I watching? What was I watching? What was I watching? What?
Oh, porn.
Porn. Porn. Porn.
What else you call that?
It's my kind of porn. You're right. It's Manchester United versus Chelsea. You're right. That is for me porn. Yes, you're right. I'm sorry.
You're not happy with me, are you?
I'm yes, I mean yeah. Yes, yeah, I'm very happy. I'm extremely happy. I'm
I can.
very fulfilled and happy.
Shut up.
I'm happy.
I know you're not.
No,
Look, I ordered something and it arrived today.
Really? What was it?
Um,
Manchester United jersey. Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. You ordered me the jersey. You ordered me the jersey.
yeah.
You
And
did?
you know what?
You actually
Yeah.
did? Are you gonna wear it or am I gonna wear it?
I'm gonna wear it.
Okay. I am going to turn off the TV now. Someone, before the night is out, is going to get a red card.
Ta-da!
Okay. Up. Go.
Wait, so where are we going again?
I don't know. Does it matter? Does it matter? Why does it always matter? Why does it matter?
Why do you keep fucking doing this? You're the one
What?
who invited me.
I know. It's an adventure.
Dude, you keep doing this. You said that you got the schedule
I
done
did,
and ready. This isn't a map, man.
dude.
This is a blank piece of paper.
I know. What's a schedule? A schedule is a piece of paper that's trying to control your life. That's what a schedule is. You want that? Is that what you want? You want to
Life needs
surrender to the man? Is that what you-
coordination. You're always like this. You're so impulsive, man. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm possible. I'm possible. Okay? I'm at least probable. Look, do you know what'll happen if we leave now? We'll get there. Where? I don't know.
It was a fucking simple itinerary, man. You said we're going to a strip club
I did say
in
that.
Toronto,
I did say that.
and that's it.
I did say that.
It's gonna take like an hour's drive, right?
I didn't mean we're going there like driving there. I meant like we're kind of going there metaphorically in life.
What
seems
is
to be where
wrong
we're
with
headed.
you?
We're
Then
headed.
why are we even friends?
You and I are
Like,
headed
you
for
are so
life's
chaotic.
metaphorical
What the hell?
strip club. Why? Why can't you see that?
You
We're-
even turned a fucking strip club into a metaphorical.
A strip club is a metaphor. It's a way to take money out of men's wallets. Can't you see that?
You are the only person that can make a strip club unsexy as fuck. That
What?
is how bored I am.
What
with you
is sexy about a strip club? What is sexy about paying $9 for a bottle of Budweiser?
You don't go there for the Budweiser, man. You go there for the buds.
Oh. You know that changes everything. Thank you. Thank you. So it's not really metaphorical at all, is it?
It's not, dude. That's what I've been trying to tell you all this time.
Get in the car. Get in the car.
Let's go. Woo!
Hope the kids are asleep. What's gotten into us? We're so adult.
What happened?
I don't know.
to you?
No.
Why?
It
Why
was
are you like
intentional.
this?
We went along with it.
Nako. Chrissy, di ba you have a little
Madali
sibling?
kami kausap, Habi.
Chrissy, be careful what you wish for.
So let's go around the horn like we do, and we always start. Whoever's here, just any takeaway, any little thing.
I think that's me, right?
Yes, Jim.
Cool. Hi, thanks for having me. It's like my first time here. Wow, you guys are a crazy crew. Didn't know that it's early and I'm already aroused. I'm just kidding.
Well,
Sam!
it's after midnight where I am, so I'm in trouble. But
Oops. Yeah, watch out now.
Yeah.
Some takeaways. That changed that orbit concept. That's the first time I'm hearing it, and I guess in that way. But to watch it being done, I recently got feedback from my scene work that there's more heavy needs to happen in the scene, and there's more scene happening to me. So watching you, Chrissy, and your big offers, even like the drastic changes, like I'm taking notes of like how to escalate or even take a scene further.
Orbits.
yeah, orbits.
That's me. Thank you.
Orbits. Okay. All right. Orbits. Okay. Lilith, what do you got?
Since we're adults now,
Well, speak for yourself.
I think it's like having sex. You make your partner look good and feel good. It's not about you.
Yeah. Wow. Yes. Joy, what do you got?
I feel I'm out of my box. I'm raised in a very conservative, all non-school in high school. And I'm a human being, and praise God, I'm asking for
And you're asking for sex.
in God's time. Amen. It's fun. It's fun to play around your fantasies, your
Yeah.
Oh,
dreams,
So
fantasy.
it's becoming
your
theory.
Kimberly,
Alright.
whatever.
You know,
Thank you for this safe place.
if you don't do horrible things, those rosary beads are a waste. You know, they're never going to be used. So,
The rosary
yeah.
beads.
So fun.
Uh,
Thank you, Lord.
okay, I'll see what do you got.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm grasping the concept of chaos, and it just throw things around, make it so uncomfortable. I like it. It took me a while to really get to that point because in my line of work, I have to be logical all the time, and
Ah,
this is just a big throwaway that I have to be illogical, and that's a big
right.
change, which I find really yep, there we go. Which I find really, really an eye opener. So thank you so much.
Great. Okay, Michael, what do you got?
Yeah.
By the way, congratulations on your pregnancy. By the way,
Oh yes.
Yes.
Baby shower.
let's
I'll be
Albininong, albininong.
let's go to the mall.
separating with Joe. Yeah,
I
I'll
want
be
Okay.
to see
separating
the
it when
result of
having
if
it.
they mated.
What do you got? What do you got, Michael?
Not making it about conversation and trimming down your lines for 3 words. And also, I'd like to ask about the last thing you flashed about order. Is it what's the difference between taking control and the order statement? The third, yeah, the result becomes order. Um,
Yes, I'll use a different metaphor. You've heard me use it before. You and I are in a scene together. The scene starts. It's like two of us are in a rowboat in the fog, in the middle of
yeah.
wherever in the water. We want to get somewhere from where we are, but we can't see where. So what do? We don't just sit there. We start rowing. Which way do we row? It doesn't matter. As long as I see you rowing this way. Okay, I'll row that way too.
Yeah.
Where are we going? I don't know. We picked this direction randomly. There's no reason to know. And we keep doing it, and then the fog starts to lift a little bit, and we begin to see some shapes. So we start to think, okay, maybe this, maybe that. Then we get to the point where we see land is over there. That's when we say, oh, okay, let's go that way. So that's how scenes work. Randomness, and then a little bit of chaos, and then somebody sees land. And now we both know that's the direction we need to go in, and that's when you start taking control.
Okay. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you so much.
I just needed another metaphor. That's all. Chrissy, what do you got?
Don't make it a conversation, make it a scene.
Yes,
That's
please.
my biggest takeaway.
Good. Andy, what do you got?
I love everyone in this group. Oh my god! After our improv, it's just so fun to see how the offers of people and the reactions I'm having in all of the scenes. So fun.
Cool. Great. What do you got?
So same, the conversation thing really stuck. And it's always good when you're the one who made a mistake. You'll always remember it. And then
Everyone.
the second thing
Everyone
is
does it. Everyone does it. Everyone. Everyone
and
does it.
yeah, I've always loved role playing. And we took
And what?
yeah, we
You got
was
that
able
Manchester
to
United jersey anywhere nearby? Or
I've more the closet.
While watching
So
porn.
yeah, very interesting how these guys took us to this place of
There are
of openness.
open.
So yeah, really had fun, and I'm totally rewatching all these scenes later.
good.
Thanks, Tom,
Sure. Thank you.
and
Joe,
everybody.
Thank you, Tom.
what you got?
Just want to say, babe, SM Marikina later. So,
Talk about
Uh,
downplaying a
so
piece
That's
of
that's a mall talk.
that's a Molotov. So,
Cheapskate going to a mall.
yeah, what I learned from this is actually what kind of made sense in my head was like when you talked about like the orbit thing, and you were saying like just be in the moment, and it felt like okay, there's like a lot of rules about it, and it was kind of confusing me. So I just went back to like, okay, the thing that I got about it was just like be in the moment, react like a normal being would react in that situation. So you gotta really put your shoes into that person or that character. And you said something like keep it grounded so that you won't get confused. So for me, keeping it grounded was like, getting from my experience. And just a really quick story. My sister actually gave birth today. So,
Ah,
Oh,
yeah,
going to the mall.
we
You're
didn't get
going to the
last week.
mall.
Tito,
Yeah,
At the
no.
mall?
But the thing is, like, the
Tito
grounded part.
Joe.
Thanks. But the grounded point was like the past few days I was actually talking to my brother-in-law and my brother. We were talking about like adult stuff, and we got into a conversation about vasectomy and etc. and stuff like that. So I think that's where the grounded stuff
Ah,
actually came from, adding it
Cool.
to
no
like my
need to
growth. So
explain, Joe. No need to explain.
no.
If you want to get a
What I mean is,
vasectomy, that's all you, man.
It's
Yeah, yeah,
fine. It's
yeah.
all good.
If you want to talk about vasectomies, that's okay. I don't want to cut you off, Joe. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he said that. There we
Oh,
go.
very,
Oh my
very,
god.
very.
but thanks.
This message is
Winning.
being recorded.
It's a pun right there.
Uh, so, hey, listen,
That's it.
based upon what you just said, really quickly, one overarching truth that I've mentioned before, and this helps me, simplifies everything. You've heard me say it, there's only one funny thing in the universe. That's it. There's only
Human
one.
beings.
Humans. Nothing else is funny. Cats are not funny unless they act like humans. Dogs are not funny unless we see them act like humans. Everything is us. So we don't care about anything else as far as funny is concerned. So if you're ever looking for something funny, it's us. You don't have to look very far. It's not complicated. Just be human, you know? That's the funniest thing there is. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank
Have
you.
a good weekend.
Bye bye. Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
Bye.
Take care.